It's 2017, and a young Naoya Inoue is collecting bodies. The monster from Japan has been tearing through the lower weight divisions like a man on a mission. He is already a 2-weight world champ in just 13 fights.
Fearsome flurry, and he's down.
In his 14th, he is set for his 6th title defense in his first fight overseas and against the crafty Antonio Nieves, who thinks the kid is overrated.
Has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan?
Inoue isn't just being doubted by his opponent. Many fans also doubt if this quiet Japanese kid can handle the bright lights and pressure of American showbiz. They see a baby-faced assassin and mistake him for a boy out of his depth. But what's about to happen will rewrite boxing history forever. By late 2017, Naoya Inoue was already a household name in Japan. Even though he had only 13 professional fights under his belt, the kid was already a full-blown phenomenon who was adored by fans, feared by opponents, and celebrated like a true rising hero. But as every seasoned fighter eventually learns, comfort breeds complacency, and relying on familiar surroundings can be a dangerous trap. Stardom in arenas you know inside and out can only take you so far before the real challenges, the ones that define a career, start to appear. To truly etch his name in boxing history, Inoue had to step out of Japan, out of his comfort zone, and face the world on its own turf.
Has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan? Half of them were at 108.
There's a boldness in that kind of ambition, the kind that separates the legends from the pretenders.
Surely Rodriguez, he's shaking it, he's up.
Antonio Nieves, fighting without the roar of a nation behind him or a belt to flaunt, stepped in anyway. He was calm and focused, even though he faced the monster in front of him. On September 9th, 2017, two worlds collided. It was a prodigy seeking glory and a challenger hungry to shock the world locking horns. And it was chaos. At just 24 years old, Naoya was already a 2-weight world champion. But now it was time to prove his legend could travel, that the Japanese phenomenon could conquer the bright lights of California. The bell rang for round 1, and Inoue wasted no time setting the tone.
But according to CompuBox, exceeded only by, and of course, underlines the fact that
he moved forward with laser-focused eyes, a jab as sharp as a sword, and a rhythm that screamed confidence.
Behind the jab, like you just mentioned, so that's definitely an answer.
he's up against a guy who's
right now on this fight. Have been saying such glowing.
Nieves tried to box from the outside, trying to keep distance, but it was like trying to hold back a tsunami with a beach towel.
And already we've seen one thing that some fighters wait a long time to learn.
The monster stalked him, cut the ring off, and began investing in that body early.
See early that his father taught him well. He's fundamentally sound, and that's how he can translate that physically.
Tries to deliver the body. Inoue did a great job.
Within 3 minutes, it was clear that Inoue wasn't here to adapt. He was here to dominate.
And by Nieves.
Right, tries to punch with Inoue to get in.
So Nieves, the way he extends the jab, maximum impact.
Inoue increased his pace in round 2, started landing combinations with frightening ease, and you could see Nieves' face change from focus to concern.
Inoue has been a little bit wide.
In an amateur fight, so he has had one knockdown scored against.
The Japanese champion's body shots were landing with that distinct thud that echoes through an arena.
Now Inoue sticking the jab. That's his game. Now he goes downstairs and comes back.
It was the kind of pain that makes even the toughest fighters wince, flinch, or cringe, even when they're not the ones taking the blow themselves.
Now he's always in position to punch, regardless of what his opponent tries.
Waiting, and he launches again.
You know, the dive.
Late in the round, Inoue unleashed a relentless flurry of punches that came close to sending Nieves crashing to the canvas. The challenger held on, but his defense was starting to crumble. Inoue looked like a shark circling blood in the water. Round 3 quickly turned into a relentless hunt, with Inoue stalking Nieves around the ring, looking for any opening to strike.
Unofficially, Surprisingly, Inoue winning the first 2 rounds.
Inoue is trying to pick up where he left off. He was hurt in that last round.
Nevis tried to stay calm and throw back, but Inoue's timing and footwork were simply too good.
That's why he's called the monster. When a guy has fast
Did something you occasionally see. Saw the target as it was traveling through the air.
Every time Nevis blinked, a sharp jab was already snapping right back into his face, leaving him no time to breathe or reset his rhythm.
Over the top and get it down to the base.
use kind of classic technical defense.
Every time he covered up, the body shots came slicing through the guard.
That will be a problem down the stretch if he continues to fight in his early to mid-30s. We're talking a lot about the power of Inoue, but that's...
Inoue didn't just throw punches. He crafted each strike like an artist, painting vivid, precise masterpieces with every blow.
his opponents previous to this night. He has an foot
When he throws it. Oh.
By this point, the Japanese star had total control of the fight, dictating the pace and keeping Neves constantly on the defensive.
Inoue so easily landed combination after combination.
So listen, the game plan can go out the window quick.
The challenger's output dropped, and the crowd began realizing they weren't watching a competitive fight.
Worth it to extend yourself and try that game plan when you're getting hit heavy with heavy shots to the head and the body.
To respond to an opportunity.
The crowd was witnessing a masterclass, watching an exhibition in pure dominance unfold before their eyes.
He's a pick-em type puncher until he gets his guy hurt, and then he throws in combination.
Even though Neves was completely outgunned in all areas, he was still standing, but he was no longer fighting on his own terms.
Because what's impressive about Inoue, and yet it's coming out wrong.
Inoue was calling the shots completely, controlling the rhythm, the space, and the distance with every move he made.
But the game plan's not working, but come up with a
Will
better.
allow him to do. But I think he does, even he does need to keep a close eye on the air base.
He'd jab, hook, jab again, then dip and rip the body with surgical precision.
Nieves is a tough kid, but he is taking a lot of punishment right now.
His fighter has a chance, as though he's not.
Neves tried to mount a response, but each time he threw a punch, Inoue was ready with a precise counter, shutting down every attempt.
Week in one way for Nieves. This week, he was profiled in the Wall Street as his banking career goes forward, and he said, I'm never going to give up my base.
The gap in power, speed, and precision between them was staggering, almost to the point of being unfair.
Part of my life, but I've got an opportunity. Inoue, it seemed to me
Inoue was resting, or he was trying to lift the punishment from the...
At one point, Inoue looked so comfortable he could have been shadowboxing, except the man in front of him was real and absorbing everything.
Where he wouldn't have to try to open Nieves' defense in an extreme.
Round 5 was the turning point, as Neves' defenses began to crumble under Inoue's relentless assault.
away from it.
I mean, ideally, I think it worked extremely well, or they implode right before in between.
I think that's great.
Inoue's bodywork, the careful long-term strategy he'd been building, was finally paying off in a major way.
Inoue has to put Nieves away here in this round or next. It's a lopsided fight. Capture their imagination.
Mid-round, he slipped inside, launched a short left hook to the liver, and Neves dropped to one knee.
Really looked devastating. Make some water cooler buzz the next, on Monday at work. Saw that, you went right there, and here Inoue has him ready to go to the body.
The impact of that shot was brutal, echoing like a thunderous home run. It was the kind of hit that hushes the crowd for a heartbeat before a collective gasp of disbelief fills the arena. Neves tried to get back up, but pain didn't bargain, and it had already claimed him.
Don't abandon the body right now. He'll protect the head, but the body can't move.
He somehow forced himself to his feet, but it was obvious to everyone watching. He was hurt badly and struggling to stay steady.
Inoue stalking.
There it is.
Another body.
Another punch other than a hook to the body. And there's
Inoue didn't rush recklessly. He stayed patient, kept touching the body and head, controlling every second.
enough authority to change anything. Listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward.
At that point, the fight had officially shifted from a contest into a countdown, with everyone waiting to see when the inevitable would happen.
Throw the left hook to the body. It will win you more fights than any other weapon.
He's about to win by stoppage.
As round 6 kicked off, Neves looked more like a man battling his own body than his opponent, as every move he made was weighed down by the punishment he'd taken.
Gaddy against Leonard Doreen. How many
Inoue knows he has wounded prey in front of him. He's going to continue to throw that left hook to the body.
His corner urged him to stay on the move, but Inoue kept walking him down with that same cold calmness.
Damaging thing to do. Like, why did he...
Inoue only having 13 fights.
Oh, goodness, the others looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do that.
another left hook to the body. Listen to the sound.
He jabbed, circled, and unleashed vicious combinations to the midsection, each shot strategically designed to wear Neves down even further.
The arena here at the StubHub Center. Over and over and over. The sledgehammer left to the body.
Neves tried to survive, clinching and backing away, but Inoue was now shadow boxing as well as putting on a boxing clinic.
To his side right there. That's why you got to switch it up. If you want that shot, you got to go
With the chance to put on a show now, right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Neves in a minute.
The bell rang to end the round, and before the 7th could begin, Neves' corner made the right call.
Who knows what's going on internally in his ribcage?
They told the referee their fighter had enough.
So it'll be a technical knockout at the end of round 6. For now,
The fight was over. Inoue had done it again, with a 6th round victory in his American debut. The stats told the story, but the eyes told it better. Inoue landed nearly 3 times as many punches as Neves. His accuracy, his volume, and especially his body attack were overwhelming. He didn't just beat Neves, he broke him down, methodically, beautifully, and brutally. But what made this fight special wasn't just the result. It was what it represented. Naoya Inoue had stepped out of his comfort zone, away from adoring Japanese crowds, into an American audience that barely knew his name and left them stunned. He wasn't loud, he didn't talk trash, but his fist did the talking. 6 rounds later, everyone watching knew exactly who Naoya Inoue was. For Antonio Neves, it was a harsh night, but not a shameful one. He fought someone who'd soon be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters alive. Neves took the challenge no one else wanted and lasted longer than most would have against a storm like that. He showed courage, but courage alone can't stop precision, especially when it comes in the shape of Naoya Inoue, who's simply a monster. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button. Drop a comment below about your favorite moment from the fight. And don't forget to subscribe for more brutal boxing recaps. Until next time, keep your guard up and your passion for boxing even higher.